I'm Carly, and I'm a community health education intern at the Interfaith Food Shuttle.
I'm Allie, and I'm also an intern at the Interfaith Food Shuttle. What are we doing today?
So today we're going to be talking about how to involve your kids in the kitchen by having them help prepare easy and simple meals and snacks.
Great. We're also going to be talking about age-appropriate tasks for our kids.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So the recipe that we're working on?
Yeah, so our recipe today comes from our Cooking Matters program, which is part of Share Our Strength. It's a really simple recipe. You only need a few ingredients. So we have here whole wheat tortillas, bananas, peanut butter, honey, and cinnamon.
Yum! So for kids to develop healthy habits in the kitchen, they need to watch their parents doing those habits too. So what are some ways that you're a role model for your kids?
Yeah, some ways that I'm a role model in the kitchen is I always try to buy produce and fruits and vegetables to incorporate into meals and snacks. I also try to serve meals at the same time every day for the kids so that they get in a habit of not eating too late.
That's great. Those are really good practices. Role modeling is a long-term strategy because, as we know with kids, they must see skills many different times in order to learn them.
Yeah, definitely. So we can get started mixing some of the ingredients. So this is the peanut butter here, and I'm just gonna add some honey and some cinnamon to this and stir it together.
Can't beat that combination.
It's a good one. So Allie, how could kids help with this recipe?
I think they could do most of it. I think they could help peel the bananas. They could also carefully slice the bananas with a dull knife. And then they could do the mixing like you are right now.
Yeah, definitely.
I think they might just need help with the hot skillet, which I'm gonna go ahead and heat up.
Nice. Yeah, and something I love about this recipe is that you can interchange any of the ingredients. So if your kid is a picky eater and specifically doesn't like bananas, you can use apples or whatever fruit they like the most. Can encourage them to eat more fruit in general if you incorporate their favorite fruits.
Yeah, that's so true. And it's great that your older kids could even make these all on their own, which would give them a sense of ownership, a sense of independence in the kitchen.
Yeah. So I'll hand you this to spread on the
Okay.
tortillas.
So I'm just gonna spread it on half because it's sort of gonna end up like a quesadilla.
Do your kids often ask questions about what kind of food they're eating?
Oh, they do all the time.
Yeah.
I try to answer as many as I can, but I have to expect questions whenever they try something new.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's really important that we let them ask questions about the food that they're eating and just involve them in the overall process of cooking and
Yeah,
cleaning
absolutely.
up too.
So now I'm putting some bananas on top of the peanut butter mixture. Do you face any challenges with cooking with your kids?
Yes. I think whenever I first started involving them in the cooking process, I found that it would take a long time to try to have them help me. So now what I do is just a few times a week, I'll give them simple tasks like setting the table or helping with the dishes, which makes cleanup a lot easier.
I remember that was always the first task my mom would give me, is setting the table, but it's good for helping and makes them feel like they're contributing.
Yeah, definitely.
I know I've always been scared of my kids handling sharp knives, so now we stick with the plastic or dull knives. And I've also been scared if they mess up that I'll have to throw away food, but by giving them age-appropriate tasks like the ones we're talking about today, we can avoid that.
Yeah, definitely. It can be messy involving your kids in the kitchen for sure, but it does save you time in the long run when they start to build competency and learn skills for themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and put this in the pan, and we'll let that get nice and brown on one side and then flip it. Carly, this quesadilla is looking golden brown, so let's go ahead and plate it.
And we just have some fresh strawberries here on the plate, just to get some extra fruit in.
And you can use a pizza cutter like we have, or just a normal knife, whatever's easiest. Let's try it.
Okay.
It's really good.
It's really good. I love the cinnamon.
And it's just enough sweetness for our kids to still eat it, because mine have quite the sweet tooth.
Nice. So as we close today, let's all try to think of one thing that we learned that we can incorporate into our family kitchen.
Ask your kids about their favorite food or give them a task they can help with in the kitchen.
Thank you for joining Allie and I today to talk about how you can involve your kids in the kitchen. For more resources and information, consider downloading the Cooking Matters app, or you can check out our Cooking Matters website.
You can also find resources on our Facebook page, and we have a YouTube account. Thanks for watching.